Hello friends, welcome to M's Tech. Today we're going to talk about or compare rather the three AI bots or the three large language model titans, two of which are very recent, Grok 1 and Gemini. They are very recently announced, whereas GPT-4 has been there for some time for now. So let's compare which three is best for you if you're planning to use any of the large language models. What are its features and all the other stuff? Let's compare. The common thing about all three, all three are large language models, and they are in the forefront of AI technology. Now, each obviously is owned by different companies. Gemini is from Google, GPT-4 is from OpenAI, which is now acquired by Microsoft. Grok is from xAI, which is Elon Musk's startup. The parameter count. See the vast difference between the three. Gemini is 540 billion parameters. The model was trained on 540 billion parameters. GPT-4, 100 trillion parameters. And Grok was 33 billion parameters. Now, imagine the hardware needed for this, right? They must have used thousands of servers over a period of time. If I'm not mistaken, GPT-4 was trained at least for a year on different 100 trillion parameters. And I believe the hardware used was supercomputers from Azure, the Azure AI supercomputers, and not one. Multiple servers have to be used. I think Gemini was trained on Google's TPUs, I think, tensor processing units. And again, multiple servers, and the hypercomputer, Google hypercomputer, I think also played a role in this. And same thing goes for Grok. Definitely multiple servers with GPUs in it, right? What is the training data between the three? Massive and diverse text, code, books, web, everything was used, the data source. For GPT-4, web text, code, books, Wikipedia, all this was used for GPT-4. Grok, mostly real-time data through the X platform, which was previously known as Twitter, user-generated content. So it generally used that data for its training. Availability, public availability, it will be publicly available starting December 13th. GPT-4 has limited availability. GPT-3 is free, but GPT-4 is paid. You got to pay for GPT-4. And Grok is still in beta, wherein its usage is only limited number of paying users of X platform, the premium users of X platform. I think they have access to Grok 1. Again, it's a free tier with limited usage, paid tiers for higher quotas. GPT-4, again, subscription-based. You have to pay for GPT-4, but GPT-3 is free. And for Grok, again, it's not announced yet because it's in preliminary phases. Focus. This is important. It will help you decide which one to use. For factual accuracy, information retrieval, Gemini, you would go in for Gemini LLM. For creativity and text generations, nobody can beat GPT-4. And for real-time information, humor, and general knowledge, it's Grok because it's mostly it uses the X or the Twitter data. Underlying technology, this uses pathway language model architecture. It uses its own GPT-3 proprietary architecture and Grok uses Grok 1 architecture. I think they were all similar to having neural networks architecture, but in much, much more advanced form. What are the strengths of each one of these? Balanced performance across various tasks, factual accuracy. For GPT-4, none of these LLMs can match GPT-4 in the creativity, especially if you want to for it to write essays, poems, scripts, anything. Nobody can match GPT-4 again, because see the difference between the number of parameters that was used to train the model. Real-time information access, humor, understanding the current events, you would go for Grok for now, right? Because it's still in much more early stages. Weaknesses, it may not be as creative as GPT-4. It has limited availability, potential bias in training data. This is new and unproven, limited access, and again, the data is potential bias from X platform data. Now, as they say, your model is only as good as your data, right? This is just, again, a brief recap. Strengths, well-rounded performance across various tasks, including translation. Yeah, Gemini can translate in different languages. Code generations, question answering. Both Gemini and GPT-4 work with both images and text, and output is text. Response is text, but it can take both images as well as text. It is not as creative as GPT-4. Again, strength, excellent choice for creative text, including poems, codes, scripts, etc. Weakness, again, the bias. There could be a bias in the training data in order to make it politically correct, and you don't want to hurt the sentiments of people. So all those things, all the factors are part of the training. Grok, access to real-time information, humor. If you haven't already, go and search, like people who have been given access to Grok, when they ask questions, the language, it is totally unfiltered and it's amazing. Go for good humor, go for Grok. It is more, that's why it said it's more human-like conversation. Like you won't filter out words and everything. But whereas those words, filtered words, you would never see in Gemini and GPT-4. Again, it's new and unproven, still limited access. I think the access is there for paid Premium X members. For your LLM needs, go for the pricing, go for the accuracy, what you need it for. Decide based on your requirements. So that was it. In short, a brief intro to all three. Go ahead, go read in detail about each one of them. At least now you have an idea what it is, right? Thank you all for listening. Hopefully, see you all again in the next time. Thanks. Bye.